going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on? How is everybody doing? This is episode 48. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's like the technical difficulties of double 46s. Now that it has been brought to my attention, it will be fixed. So
Indeed.
we'll take care of that. This is Fowl Language Podcast. We brothers, husband, fathers talking about shit in this crazy world. I'm Lamar. It's my brother, KC Fowler.
Yes, sir. Even though if you look where the name's at, I forgot to put the KC this time. What the fuck ever. But like every episode, you might just hear some foul language. So
Got
go ahead
that
and
right.
get your accessories right. Get the kids to bed because we're going in on this one.
Roll the intro.
Perfect.
It is time for the cigar check-in because I don't have a cup in my hand. So, brother, what are you drinking? What are you smoking?
Well, I'm a creature of habit, if you will, with my drinking. You know what I'm saying? And tonight I went with my good old tin cup. Shout out to Tin Cup, man. Y'all, hey, I love me some fucking Tin Cup.
Well, if we don't get like 10 cup partnerships by episode 100, I know something.
Man, I got my Tin Cups stacked. You seen the shit?
I seen the shit.
I almost can't fit no more on that bitch, bro.
I mean, get rid of some of them.
I'm gonna send you a picture of the shit where it's at now. And wow. I got me a box press Warwich. I hope this is the medium bodied one and not the full body one. Because if it's the full body one, we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, that's that Warwich Black Star line. I remember having one of those a while back. Yeah,
but it's not bad. I love it. Like I've always said, I love box press. It's a little peppery.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's smoking pretty good, man. Got a good little burn line started, man. It's going pretty good already, man. And yeah, that's it, man. What you got going on, man? I see you got a whole little fucking thing back there.
Yeah. Well, the thing back here is just I was cleaning out. I got a little drawer on this table that sits outside, and that's where I put my cigar bands. So I finally put them in the band bank, and I was like, well, damn, I'm gonna need another band bank already. So that's cool. But we went to last weekend. We went to the daycare that we send Lamar to. We went to the Christmas party. They have an annual Christmas party. And it's an in-home daycare, and so it's a husband and wife that run it. And the husband was like, I was in the liquor store the other day, and I saw something, and it seemed to have your name all over it. So he picked me up a little taster set of Balvenie. I've got the Double Wood 12 year. The Double Wood 17 year, and then the Caribbean Cast 14.
Gotta have a Double Wood.
No, if you got Double Wood, you doing some wrong shit. I'm just saying.
Or you just like Casamigos or something.
There's some wrong shit going on. Yeah, you doing some crazy shit.
Man.
So got that going. I got the what is this? The Pichardo. I don't know which one this one is though. I think it's the Family Reserve. I think, Reserve of Familiar. So boom, it's doing pretty good. I'm still learning with my lighter. So
like that band.
Yeah, I think you had one, man. I could have sworn this was a Black Lion. If you did, it's gone.
It's either gone and ducked off in there somewhere.
Yeah, I checked
I'm running out of space my damn self.
Yeah. So that's it. We'll let you know now that we're breaking, and I've introduced the Balvenie Double Woods. It's a little scotch tonight, so we're doing scotch. I can pour me some in my cup, and we can get this ball rolling. We'll be back.
Get it, man.
It is that time for the What's Best in Life, the Wibble, for all the good things that have happened or not happened this week. So, brother, what is best in life?
Well, first and foremost, my wife is back home from Guam. She made it back safely. She came with a whole bunch of trinkets and treats and all sorts of shit. You know, I got me my own little gift. It's a little bracelet thing. That's a 550 cord. I'm pretty sure just about everybody should know a 550 cord, what it is. If not, Google the shit. And it's interwoven with coconut leaves. And you know, it was a local artist who did it. And this shit's really dope, man. Really fucking sturdy. And it could double as a fucking lint roller, because this shit'll fucking snag some fucking lint like a motherfucker. It's a dope piece of jewelry from my wife's homeland and shit like that, man. So
represent.
That's pretty dope. And hey, man, it's the 10th right now, ladies and gentlemen. But my birthday is this weekend. It's the birthday weekend of the kid. You know what I'm saying? About to be 36. Ain't doing nothing major. Just hanging, drinking. Probably gonna go shooting Sunday. I'm actually gonna see if the little cigar spot is open on Sunday also, because I'm gonna go shoot. I'm gonna go over there. And
it probably
smoke a
is.
cigar, have a beer or something, and then bring it on back to the crib and eat some motherfucking barbecue. The barbecue spot that I want to try, and that's what my birthday dinner's gonna be. And yeah, that's that. And we just, I'm slowly getting back to work. A couple of hiccups which prevented me from going back to work today, but I'll be in there Monday. And God works in mysterious ways, man. Because
all the time.
I was supposed to go back to work Thursday, but I forgot I had an appointment. So I just telework. Now check this shit out. I'm on a reserve base, and there's another base, the engineering something. They call it ERDEC. It's right next to us.
Okay.
A fucking security officer, the gate guard.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got shot, bro.
Oh damn.
I said, what the fuck?
How the fuck that happened?
I don't know.
Damn.
Nigga, I wasn't there. So, they was, make sure everybody's okay. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? And it was like, security officer got shot, and everybody had to shelter in place.
I was gonna say, I like that shit down.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. But that's what's best in life is you're always where you're supposed to be if you're supposed to be
there. To the quote.
Yeah, because
although that's some real shit, man.
Yeah, I was supposed to be at work, bro. I was like legit supposed to be at work, and I woke up, got the reminder about the appointment. I was like, shit, I'm not going all the way down there, all the way back, and try to hustle and make it to this knee appointment. I'm gonna make it there. And knee appointment, knees going okay. I'm still in this big ass fucking brace. He said I can't come out of it yet. That's pretty much it, man. Just another week getting started. Christmas is around the corner. We got Christmas shopping started, rolling, everything like that. And I swear, the older the kids get, Christmas is so much easier. So much fucking easier. Because all they want is money. That's simple. That's fucking simple. But yeah, that's it, man. So how about you, man? What's best in life?
Oh, well, your wife comes back and my wife leaves. So last week was her birthday. So she's out with some friends. They went to Vegas and they hanging out. So she having a good time. She posting on social media and texting, and I'm sure she's gonna have some funny stories, because she kind of gives me the highlight reels of some of the stories. So she's excited about that. So can't wait to hear what she got to say. Yeah, just hanging out with the kids. For all those that was waiting on MF and research. Yeah. Shit happened this week. I'm not gonna get into all the details. KC knows what happened. Shit happens. So everything's almost ready Monday. And what I might even do is do one Monday and then Friday, just to stay on the schedule. So it's coming. It's getting closer. We working it out. Really, man, not much is going on. I was sidelined for the first half of the week, so I didn't get to do shit. Didn't go shoot. Didn't do a damn thing, really. So now finally getting up to speed. So I'll probably go shoot next weekend. Fuck. I got meetings all next week. So, but, good times. Excited about that. Meetings mean cigars. So that's always good. So with that, we'll call that drinking Balvenie, a gift set.
You just gotta say that shit like that with the Italian fucking mob fingers, bro. That's what I call it. I mean,
if you must, but it's a scotch, but okay.
Mama spaghetti in the Balvenie. That's dope, okay. Man. It looks interesting.
Yes, we'll talk about it a little more in the cigar check-in, but yep, that is what's best in life, everybody.
While I was home alone, because I ain't had no adults to talk to while my wife was gone, a thought crossed my mind, because I need a new compact pistol.
Hey, me too.
Then the thought occurred to me, would it be wise to get a travel pistol just in case, something happens? I wouldn't want to take one of my best ones in my everyday carry, like on a plane or some shit, for whatever fucking reason, especially with my fucking luck, my shit gets confiscated. My question is, do you think a travel pistol is a a good investment?
So I'm gonna take it a little different. When I'm thinking travel, I'm gonna talk about air travel and road travel, and probably a couple different ideas for each. So, for flying, as long as you do the shit, lock container, no ammo, unloaded magazine, follow all the rules and shit. Check TSA. They'll tell you all the shit to do. Yeah, I bought a life pod. That shit's perfect. Locks up. It's about this big. You check that motherfucker and you on your way. So it's fine. It's insured like any other luggage, so if it gets lost, they'll treat it like any luggage. You'll file a claim and you'll keep rolling. As far as a dedicated pistol per se, it depends on what your intent is when you get there. If you plan on like carrying still because they have reciprocity or whatever, and you decide to carry where you are, keep your same carry. I mean, that's what you carry. That's what you're used to. That's what you practice with. That's what you're proficient with. I mean, for the most part, they all run about the same. Different feels on the trigger, different, recoil and all that shit. So it feels a little different. So it'll be a little different. So I would say no, unless you're going solely for like it. Now, if you're going to go have fun and take a range toy, then sure. I'd be okay with that. That's fine. Now on the other side of that, if you're like taking a road trip, you got to be careful with that shit because different states have different rules and shit, and some states honor reciprocity. Texas, you can carry what the fuck you want, a sword, whatever. It don't matter.
Drop a fucking turret to my SUV.
There you might already been a guy. Might be a guy that beat you to it. But
I believe it.
Shit. So I would say for that, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, a pistol you'll probably be fine. If you go AR pistol, you might have a little more worrying because I know a lot of the people that live like are digital nomads and live van life and shit. They talk a lot about that. So like they'll do like a bolt action or a lever action rifle. So it looks less, intimidating to the uninitiated. You know what I mean? So they'll do that because I mean, it goes POW. So that's what the main goal is.
Yeah.
I mean, more proficient than others, but it scratches the itch. So I would say, like, just kind of sum it up. You can if you really want to. I mean, I'm never gonna say not buy another pistol, but one solely for travel. Now, unless you're traveling all the time, then sure. But just for the holidays or random trips and stuff like that, nah, I don't think so. What about you, man?
Well, I think yes. Me, because just me personally, flying or driving, that thought has crossed my mind. Where, like I said, I have horrible fucking luck, and it'll just be my luck. I try to put it, try to fly through the plane, and I missed a step or something. I can't get my pistol back, or I'm in a completely different state and some shit pop off, and I pop them motherfuckers in self-defense, and it's legitimately self-defense, but they're not giving me my pistol back.
Well, you wouldn't get that anyway. A lot of times in the self-defense unit, you won't get it back. That's the joy of USCCA because they'll reimburse you for your shit. So
so without having USCCA or anything like that, if I actually have to discharge some ammo from said firearm, I would want to have something that's not one of my favorites, like my everyday. That's my bitch.
But I mean, just to play devil's advocate again, if that's your thing, I mean, the luck part, yeah, you got some shitty luck sometimes. You'll lose some shit, you'll break some shit. You'd be the one motherfucker like, why is the slide falling off and the magazine won't release anymore since I flew with it? I mean, that would be your ass. And I'm not going to doubt you on that shit. But as far as the, some shit pop off and you fire it and it get taken as evidence, that's going to happen regardless of whether you're in Mississippi, Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, wherever.
And I'd rather it be my travel pistol, if you will, versus my everyday.
But I guess what the point I'm trying to make is, regardless of where you at, if the same result happens, on that logic, you would almost have a lesser tier pistol for your carry pistol, and then your nicer one for like your nightstand, or I mean, just period, just for like range toy or something like that. And it goes in the safe. Because, like I said, if you have to shoot it for the self-defense reasons or family defense or whatever, it's probably gone.
Yeah. And I wouldn't, my Taurus, I love it so much. I'd hate for that shit to be gone. That'd hurt my heart.
I mean, so they got your name on it?
Not yet.
Get another one.
Not yet. We'll get that shit engraved.
Shit.
Oh man, but yeah, I think a travel pistol is a legitimate idea, because I mean, just like you travel with anything else, you have like your travel bag or your you know what I'm saying, you have certain shit that's specific to when you travel, and I feel like a firearm shouldn't be an exception. It should be the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I just think it's not necessarily the. I mean, now what I would suggest is, instead of, now again, buy a pistol if you want to buy a pistol. You know, buy two if you can. But for traveling, I would say spend your money on the right kind of travel safe, travel locks and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Than spending your money on a second pistol for the sake of just traveling. Because then, you know, if you're going to have a pistol for just traveling and carrying, that requires, you know, new holsters, all that good shit too. And you still got to practice with it. So, and it may very well become your main. I mean, what you going to get, like a high point or something?
Hell yeah. So, I ain't going to see this motherfucker no more.
I mean, shit, if you're going to get a high point, damn it, you might as well just get a fucking slingshot. Fuck it.
No, man, because like I had, like, I pretty much had my travel pistol, because I kept one on me, I kept one in the car, and the one I kept in the car was the travel one.
Sure.
Which was you know, my little compact Ruger, but I didn't like that. The trigger was stiff. I didn't care for it, so you know, got rid of it.
How many rounds you put through it?
About 50. But it 50? Was 50. It holds 7. I'll shoot 5, and then that shit'll jam up. No matter how many times I field stripped it, cleaned it, all that other shit, the result would still be the fucking.
You changed the ammo?
I changed the ammo. I checked to see if, you know, the bolt and all that other stuff was fucking warped. I checked all of that, and
fair enough.
I was like, no, because you know, because it was supposed to be Janae's, and I'm like, I'm not gonna give her this bullshit.
Sure.
So got rid of it, thinking about getting another one, but I was like, should this other one be my travel joint? But I don't know.
I mean, you may even find out that, you know, the Taurus might become your travel, because you may like what you get. You never know.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Because of Taurus, I'm surgical with this motherfucker. I can shoot the wings off the fucking fly.
Okay. Surgical pistol sniper.
No, I ain't that damn good. Which one day I plan to be, but I'm pretty surgical with this motherfucker. I can hit your ass from at least fucking 15 yards with this motherfucker. But yeah, man. So that's really it when I say travel pistol, and your thoughts on a travel pistol. Yeah. What you're saying does make sense. It makes plenty.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I say get them both, and one time travel with this pistol, one time travel with this pistol, you know? I mean, you might even
Marlon Wayne on Don't Be a Menace. It's Tech 9 with these.
Right. But when you look at like the gun people on YouTube, they do that shit. I mean, different environment, but yeah, they'll have like, you know, this is my winter, this is my fall, because, you know, I got this, and I got winter because I can wear big coats and all that shit. I mean, like my pistol, I don't think I'm gonna ever conceal carry it. I mean, it's a big motherfucker. I didn't realize it when I was speccing it out, but it's a little more size than I want to carry. Now on the motorcycle and in the wintertime when I got a coat on, it's fine. Shorts and a t-shirt.
Get your assault off on a motorcycle, man. Get on your Mad Max shit.
No. I did see one like them old school, like the World War II military motorcycles that have like the holster on the front for the rifle. I take one of them bitches. Just, but yeah.
That's that shit they had on the Terminator, ain't it? The first
exactly. Yeah. So that should be fun. But yeah, let us know for those that fly with pistols.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I remember Dad used to always be like, I don't want to fly because I can't carry my pistol. Here's the information you need, sir. Fuck it. I don't feel like doing all that shit.
Still ain't flying.
Yep. Yep.
Let's put this motherfucker in my pocket and I roll. I hit the road.
So true.
Man.
So yeah, everybody, let us know what you guys do with those that fly with pistols.
Oh yeah.
Do you lock it up? Do you not lock it up? Are you fortunate enough? Do you just like, if you're going, say, home, do you just leave a pistol at home for, at your parents or some shit and they're safe? And you just pick that up when you get there? What do you do? Let us know.
That's not a bad idea either. Somewhere you're going to travel constantly. You got somewhere that you can actually hold it there.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know, especially the ones who constantly fly with it, because I'd like to really hear from you guys a little bit more. Because I understand the process. I want to hear the experiences.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a couple of videos, so it seems pretty straightforward. All right, everybody, we're going to shift gears a little bit and it may be serious, it may not. So I remember back in the day when, people talk about woke and being hip to what's going on and shit in the world. But I feel like now what's happened a lot of is it's been incorporated by a lot of the news and the media and shit and some politicians, because you always hear, like, if anybody says something about like race or inequalities or injustices or something, they throw it back as a retort and it's like, we're not going to succumb to your wokeness or whatever. Like it's becoming like derogatory in certain circles now. So do you think that the word has been bastardized? Do you think it was a bad thing to begin with? Or what are your thoughts on woke, both then and now?
Well, it's kind of bastardized now, because I mean, everything is woke culture now, and it's getting like, it's getting really excessive to me. It's going a little far. Like back when it was, understand who your ancestors are and, realize what you are to the government and things like that. Okay, I get that. There's some truth to it. But then it started getting a little crazy to where the point, I was watching some shit the other day and it was talking about like we got stardust in our skin and all types of other shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, the Hebrew Israelites, no disrespect to them whatsoever. First of all, y'all believe what y'all believe. Some of that stuff y'all believe is really fucking interesting to me. But, a lot of them people who just use that shit, I guess, as propaganda as part of bastardizing, the wokeness of fucking everything. And it's just becoming too much. It's kind of like it's kind of becoming on the same breath as council culture to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you're not woke, you're wrong. If you don't agree that we are this, we are that, we're supposed to be this and we're supposed to be that, but you still go about shit the same fucking way. Like, I had a soldier that was a little, over the top with it. Like it was to the point where he hated Caucasian people. Like he was like, they're Neanderthals. This. And I'm just like, man, I get you to an extent, but but there's a such thing as being way too fucking woke. Like, take you a fucking nap, because some of it just starts to sound fucking stupid. I mean, it really does. Like I said, the video, it was a dude who had an interview with Nick Cannon on his podcast that was talking about the stardust in our skin and all this other shit, and we're the ones who created the heavens and earth and all of that. All right, cool, man, but what the fuck ever. Like, for me, it stops at the Eve gene, and as far as religion and shit goes, that and being spiritual, as far as, connecting with our ancestors, and other than that, that's about as far as I go. But the little minuscule shit, the minute shit that motherfuckers is nitpicking about, saying that they're this this fucking woke and oh, my hair is natural and I refuse to shop with anything or anybody that's not black owned because I'm just this woke. I don't care if my kids have to starve. I'm not shopping at fucking Walmart. You know, shit like that. Like that's bastardizing the whole woke thing because that's too much. It's stupid. I get it. Support black owned and everything like that, but at the same time, you gonna let your kids starve, so you gonna prove a point. Who you proving the point to? Your kids don't fucking know no better. And then at the same time, you got these people that are so fucking woke and they on social media with shit and rah 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 rah. But they do the complete opposite of their wokeness. You know, they're hypocrites. That's what it's turning. That's what it's starting to develop into. A lot of these so-called woke people are developing the hypocrites, and they're using this wake up my people, wake up my people. But at the same time, they'll step over a melanin homeless man, like, get out of the way, crack it. I'm not fucking giving you anything. So it's crazy. And then when you get into the politics of it, is when it always turns into us against them. The wokeness of it becomes, you know, we're like you said, we're not gonna pretty much fall into your wokeness or what the fuck ever, because they don't want the people fucking united, and they feel like, okay, they're starting to wake up a little bit, so we're gonna fucking fight this shit tooth and fucking nail and let them know that we're not. Critical race theory in schools. And I saw another video today where a specific school in some city was trying to take all the melanin books out, like, you know, To Kill a Mockingbird and stuff like that, saying it's derogatory and this and this and this. And the sister that was on the panel had a good point talking about Romeo and Juliet. They two teenagers killed their fucking self, but y'all keep that in and glorify it and everything like that. So yes, they fear the actual woke people, but because of media and everything like that, it's twisting the narrative of being woke. And that's what I got a problem with, man. How about you?
All right. So I think you kind of gave like in a way, a kind of like a timeline of it without giving a timeline. So like in the beginning, you know, there was, you know, when you would consider somebody woke, you would consider them talking, you know, burning incense type shit, you know, talking about that sage and talking about ancestors and all the shit you said. So, I mean, that's what it used to be. And, you know, some of that shit was good. Some of that shit was interesting. There was some was like, all right, bro, you taking this shit a little too far for even me. Respect what you believe, but shit's a bit much. So, I mean, I think that's where it started. But I think what's happened now is it's become mainstream. And I think what happens is it becomes a blanket term to, and I mean, I'll say it. I mean, I'm independent, so I don't give a damn about either side. So, you know, I find that like when the liberal side says something about, you know, inequality or injustice or some shit like that, they may have good intentions, they may not. They get stuck because the conservatives like, oh, you're throwing your wokeness on us, and it becomes a bad word without even addressing what it actually means to be woke. And it's just like the whole CRT thing. Like CRT, or that history of teaching, talks about the systematic use of how racism is a key part of a lot of the laws and shit. And I mean, a good example of that is if you look at the 94 crime bill, that was racist as fuck when you really look at how it was implemented. Remember Stop and Frisk in New York? That was racist as fuck. Who are they stopping and who are they frisking? If you can't see the racial implications of that, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. However, what happens is when the conservative side lobs those, oh, it's scary, it's wrong, you know, they don't fight, the liberals don't fight back and explain it. Like they're just like, oh, okay, but you're wrong. But why though? Like, explain. And
they jump on a bandwagon.
Yeah, they tend to have they tend to have a bad use of their framing, their marketing, if you will, of certain topics gets thrown out the window, and they end up losing the argument because all you hear is, oh, we're not going to succumb to your wokeness. Talking about shit is racist or racism shouldn't be considered woke. It should be having a conversation. And I mean, that's the problem now. I mean, and what also happens is sometimes, like Black Lives Matter, the organization. I mean, look at them. And that's kind of like the poster child for wokeness, if you will. And when you talk to people, a lot of people are like, yo, I don't rock with that organization. I rock with the concept, but not the organization. Yeah. So separate the two. Like, people don't have those discussions. People don't explain. And if they do try to explain, you don't listen because you're so far in what you believe. Because like, if you go to some of these school shits, like nobody's like shown me a thought of what CRT really means and what are you actually trying to teach. It's just fear of, indoctrinating our schools on one side, and then it's fear of trying to hide systematic racism on the other side. A lot of times when you explain the concepts without naming it, I mean, like a good example used to be, how do you feel about affordable hair? There was like shit on the internet where they'd say, what do you think about affordable health care? Oh, I think it's a great idea. Healthcare should be a little more affordable. It's expensive. So what do you think about Obamacare? Oh, no, hell no. It's the worst. I'll never vote for that shit. It's the same damn thing. And it's an image and a marketing issue. And what happens is whenever those who are trying to have those things, they end up losing those who they're trying to convert. And then what also happens is you don't have that discussion. And when it's like, say you think that there's a lot of racial injustice, right? And when you see like the talking heads talking about it, those that don't agree or disagree, they talk to them like they're stupid and they're the enemy, instead of trying to see where you're coming from. Let's have some dialogue. Let's understand. And they don't do that shit. And I think that's what messes it all up. I mean, I think if you take the word woke out of the discussion, a lot of times you can have good discussion, but you always see that shit. And I hate to say it, it's usually somebody with like a "don't tread on me" or some shit like that. Or, I mean, and if you start talking about like people who are marginalized and shit like that, a lot of that shit they're gonna stand behind. But because you get a bastardized version now that it's mainstream, you can't have those discussions anymore because it's like, oh, woke, step away, step away, step away. Oh, you're being woke, you're being woke, you're being woke. And I mean, even on both sides, I mean, let's have some conversations. I mean, even before, I mean, you're like, oh, that brother too woke for me. I can't get down with that, even in the way it was used before. So, I mean, I think instead of trying to label titles or get titles and shit, understand concepts and be ready to explain concepts and articulate concepts. And I think that's what happened. That's the problem, is those concepts don't get properly articulated. And that's what kills me. So I personally feel that let's find a new word. I'm tired of hearing, because I think of woke, like, remember song Stay Woke and all that shit with Childish Gambino? I think of shit like that. And then when I hear like, different news stuff or different senators or representative, they're just like, oh, this woke culture, and they're trying to beat wokeness across our head. I mean, it's especially a sign with anything AOC says. Anytime she says something out her mouth or tweets, oh, we're not going to let woke politics destroy our nation. Sometimes I agree with her. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's like, yo, ma'am, stop talking and let's go on somewhere else. But sometimes it's like, yo, she got a point. So, but you sometimes miss the point for the marketing and the packaging and all that shit. So sometimes it's like if somebody else said the same exact thing, you'd be like, yo, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So I mean, that's for me. I mean, I think it's gone from the fringes of our community to becoming mainstream and bastardized and used as a defense mechanism. I mean, just like you defund the police. You take that concept and like if you don't explain it, and some people believe is take the police force, get rid of it altogether.
Yeah. That's a lot of people saying, oh, well, they want, if you want to defund the police, then who's going to call and help you? That's not what the fuck defund the police is.
But it's not properly articulated, and that's the issue.
Media, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the problem. And until you can have those people who, get in, because it's easy to fight a slogan than it is to have a discussion about a topic.
Yeah.
And you can be mad and, oh, it's woke, back up. Oh, defund the police. No, fuck y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, because I've even talked to cops that I know, and they're like, yo, yeah, we do too much shit sometimes. I mean, some of the shit we have to do on overtime is fucking ridiculous. And that's what they're saying. Let's figure out a better way. There's got to be a better way. Let's do some more. Like, I mean, at work, we talk about it's cheaper to prevent a defect than it is to correct a defect. I mean, when you're talking like manufacturing, production, and design and shit, it's always cheaper to fix the problem beforehand than to wait till it gets bad. I mean, like, if you look at what's going on in California right now, where it's like certain crimes, they're real low level misdemeanors or whatever the case may be. So like all those smash and grabs that are happening in stores and shit. I don't know if you've seen some of that news.
Yeah.
And so like on one side of that, they're like, oh, we don't have the force. And then they're like, oh, if you want to defund, we're not going to deal with that shit. And then like the dude got on the news and say, oh, if you want to come to LA for the holidays, I recommend you just don't come. What kind of shit is that? That just kind of like breeds fear. Let's address the issues and go from there. And that's
have a pistol.
But it's California, man. California's a little different with.
Yeah.
That's a whole another topic for another day. I feel like once you get in distilled a concept down to just a slogan, people fight the slogan and not the concept. And you can no longer explain the concept. So work on the branding, work on the packaging, work on having those people frame your arguments. And that's the problem. And stop trying to, I mean, everybody's not going to agree, but find that common ground. That's what I say.
And the biggest point of all that, and you hit it, was, the discussion. Like, if you woke, that's fine. If you want to, do your sage and your sound shits or whatever it's called.
But see, that's not even what people think about it when they talk woke now. I mean, that's what we used to think about it.
It's not.
But yeah.
And, because woke used to mean, we're, like I said before, we're trying to connect to our ancestors and understand who we are as a people because it was taken from us. And it developed into this extra shit, but it developed in that extra shit, just like you said, because ain't nobody having a discussion. They hear the slogan, and that's it. When Black Lives Matter started, it was Black Lives Matter. But what about all lives? All lives matter. All of them. And it created a completely fucking different narrative versus, having the discussion on why what do you mean by Black Lives Matter? What does that mean to you? Let's talk about it. They're not having these discussions, and honestly, bro, they never fucking will, because these discussions and the coming togetherness, if you will, that shit don't make no money. That shit don't make no money. That shit don't fucking win elections. None of that. So it's going to continue to be like that. They're not going to have these discussions, and they have these, I want to say, tools, if you will, in place. I personally believe, even in the BLM community, man, they got these tools in place. Like, for example, what the fuck Black Lives Matter got to do with the Rittenhouse fucking case? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. But they was out there.
Say that again. Was out.
What does Black Lives Matter had to do with the Rittenhouse case? Not a goddamn thing. But they were still out there. And my partner bought all these pizzas, to show our uniformity, so we're going to feed y'all, we're going to eat, and we got these pizzas because, it's about all of us. And, like, the fuck? Why? The fuck for?
Yeah, like, why? On that point, I mean, that's a whole nother topic for another day that I don't even feel like dealing with. But when you look at, like, when they were marching or rioting, depending on what side of the spectrum you believe in, they never had a clear intent or motivation of what's your end game. Yep. What defined plan. And then when you read the website, it was some nebulous bullshit, and it was like, what the fuck is this? How like, show me an actionable plan. What are you trying to talk to? Who? I mean, because there was money. I mean, money was flowing in. Yeah. I mean, the news told you about the money. I mean, when you catch some of those headlines about the shit that was going on over there, and even with the local chapters pissed off with the main, I mean, that was a whole thing. But I mean, I think one side is like, anybody who's like saying something that is racial injustice, you're woke and you're trying to destroy democracy. But on the other side of it, the liberal side, they'll try to, like, you'll see, like, the media, they'll make you believe that, like, oh, if you're black and walking down the street, you're going to get frisked, jumped, and robbed at every drop of the hat by, a white supremacist or a cop or some shit like that. And I mean, I'm not diminishing that the shit doesn't happen, because it does happen. Yeah. But it's not going to happen everywhere you look. And that's the thing. So, like, I mean, like, I remember, go ahead.
It's That's exactly right. It's not gonna happen at every drop of a dime. I've been out here in Mississippi this long, and I rock my pro black shit, man. You know, I got my unapologetic black shirt, Black King fucking hoodie everywhere I fucking go. And you know, for the most part, I've been good. Like,
yeah.
But
I mean, the vast majority of the people, like, you do you, I'm gonna do me. That's really it.
I get the looks, but they don't say shit.
Sure. One of the things, like, I remember when I think right after George Floyd was killed, one of the things you would hear like police officers say is, or not police officers, I'm sorry, like some of the NBA players is like, I'm scared to walk down the street or let my son walk down the street, and your son's probably fine.
Yeah. Now I wasn't scared. I was weary.
I mean, I mean, you get tired of seeing the same story play out over and over again. It's been playing out over and over again for modern history. I mean, the shit just gets old. And I mean, that part is real. That part needs to be articulated. But what I get tired of seeing is people like posting like everything. Like, you heard about the shooting that happened in Georgia. It was all over Facebook. The guy basically had his AR or whatever it was, and he was busting shots at the cops. And he hit one in the leg, and everybody's like, oh, if he was a different color, I'm sure that would have ended differently.
And it's always that same case.
I mean, I get the emotion behind it, but what does that really do? And that's my thing, is let's, instead of complaining,
it gets you likes.
Yeah. Instead of complaining for the likes and the shares, let's talk about, what do? Do we form some community groups? So, you know, nobody's traveling by themselves, or do we, you know, fucking instill in our kids that it's okay to be a lawyer, a business owner, an engineer, a doctor, a judge, and you know, instead of, oh, I'm gonna put you in every sport league, I'm gonna put you in, you know, all that shit. Oh, you got these raps, you can do these TikTok dances, you can do all that shit. Let's start from the ground up and really show these kids, you know, invest, get fucking life insurance. I say it like at least once every 10 episodes. Life insurance will change the game for the next generation if something happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about tangible steps instead of posting shit to try to generate outrage. And I mean, there's people that I'm cool with that I don't follow anymore because all they post is shit to get you outraged. Like, show me shit that we can do. Give me some actionable shit. You know, are we going to support a particular candidate because their platform is legit? Are we going to try to, you know, look at some of these judges? Are we going to vote against these? You know what I'm saying? Because here, I mean, there's motherfuckers on ballots. They could be crooked as fuck, but they're the only person running. So they uncontested.
I've been low-key playing with that idea when I retired, man.
What's that?
Politics.
I used to, but fuck that shit. So
I was playing with it. I don't have the temperament.
Yeah, neither do I. So So, I mean, what do you guys think about the whole woke culture, both positive and negative? I mean, because it's not all negative and it's not all positive. And I mean, I feel like it's been bastardized in mainstream and becomes a boogeyman now. So let us know what you guys think.
And also for the ones that's actually doing that shit, you know, y'all have connected with the ancestors and y'all are going about it the old ways before slavery, I guess you could say. Put that in the comments too, man, because I've been trying to, you know, I want to get into some of that good stuff too, because I'm all about being a part of our ancestors. I ain't gonna say I'm the wokest motherfucker wearing my all black with my African medallion. Let's go back to Africa type shit. But I'd really like to hear from you guys that are actually doing it and celebrating who we are beyond what we've been made into be. So once again, man, while my lovely wife was gone, I had another thought. And, you know, I'm watching TikTok and I'm like, it's a lot of bullshit up here. I wanted to go ahead and dive into some of that, man. So I know you don't really have TikTok itself, but from the stuff you've seen, before I get into what I want to say about it, what do you think about all the TikToks?
I mean, first of all, like, you see the shit because it's incorporated in everything now. I mean, like, people put their TikToks in YouTube now, so I see them shits on the fucking homepage and shit. You see them on Facebook, you see them on Instagram. So I mean, they everywhere. Even if I don't have a TikTok, I mean, you start seeing the same fucking shit, and like, you can tell if you see somebody with this grin and standing back about so far from the camera, you know they about to do some fucking dance. I mean, it's one of those things, man. You got 60 seconds to make a point. You hear some stupid shit on there, man. Like, I've heard some of the dumbest theories and shit. I've seen some of the dumbest shit, like stupid advice, like crazy. I mean, there's good shit on there too. I mean, there's good with it and the bad, but a lot of that shit, man, is just like junk content, man.
Yeah,
It's
like
fucking
kids, so.
yeah, it's big gap, man. Shit. Ugh, shit, kid drives me crazy, man. Like, man, like, and I think it's like a lot of times when you spend so much time on that dumb shit, you don't fucking focus on important shit. Like, you got time to be grinning on TikTok, but your fucking house behind you dirty as fuck. I mean,
whole air mattress behind you.
right? You ain't got no headboard on your shit, and you all in the bed. Make your fucking bed before you do a TikTok. Before you goddamn on clothes, if you gonna do a TikTok, you know what I'm saying? I want to see that shit in the background. Or if you got some facts, share some good shit. Don't be sharing no like bullshit conspiracy theories, man, because you can't in that short amount of time, you ain't got time to really justify that shit, break that shit down, explain that shit. Now, if you're using that shit to like advertise your channel or advertise your business, I'm all for it. But I'd say probably just from what I've seen, the majority of that shit is just fucking stupid waste of time, man. What do you think?
Well, like I said, it's bullshit. There's two particular ones that came to mind because I have TikTok. I watch the TikToks. Some of them are actually very funny and informative. But there was two in particular. The first one I want to mention was there was this cat, who was singing this song, and his baby mama slapped the fuck out of him, and everybody was up in the uproar talking about this man is getting abused, he's getting abused, he's getting abused. I'm like, man, that's a fucking gimmick. And sure enough, about a week, like last week sometime, he got a video with the same song, just all this other shit in it. And I say that's bullshit because y'all doing these fucking gimmicks when there's brothers out there really getting fucking abused and shit. Like they're really getting beat the fuck up, and y'all use this shit as a motherfucking gimmick. The second one is by far the stupidest shit ever. It's this he's a Detroit cop, whatever the fuck he is.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what he does, but that is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
You talking about like the self-defense shit?
Yes, man.
If you fucking if he has a gun to your head, pop, pop,
yes. Pop. You go get somebody fucking killed, bro. I seen one the other day was, if he has a gun right here to your hip.
I seen that shit.
You put your thumb in and you block the trigger. He can't shoot any fucking more. Like the dumbest fucking shit ever, man. This shit is so fucking stupid, and you gonna fucking around and get somebody fucking killed because a lot of these people take this fucking TikTok shit to fucking heart. Like the dances, the pranks and shit. I'm all for that. It's cool, but the shit where you're trying to be like really sincere and serious, and I work from home and I make $5,000 a day type bullshit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit fake.
Not necessarily.
A lot of it is because I tried at least 10 of them bitches, bro, and it all fucking was. I bombed every fucking time. This shit was bullshit, and people still, they still jump on it and they take TikTok as law, and then when something happens in the media that's fucking serious, they fucking just go overboard with it.
I got to get on TikTok now.
Yeah. Like when what's the fucking rapper? Young Dolph, I think that's who passed, who got killed.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him, by the way. But when young Dolph died, everybody had their fucking theories, like they was there, and Shiba Inu was popping, motherfuckers to put up, I've made $1 million. Shiba Inu was like at $2 right now. I'm like, bitch, you lying. I'm looking at my Weibo right now. Like it's just such bullshit, and people fucking follow that shit to the fucking utmost. And I'm just sick of people do something different. Like the gimmicks are the same. They're like, oh shit, he's getting it, so I'm gonna do it. There's another one where dude had an interview and they're like bing bong or some shit like that.
Yeah, I've seen that all over the fucking place. Yeah. And
every fucking video, that shit's getting fucking old. There's another one where a Marine was, he's doing, army type shit. They're copying that shit now. It's a lot of copycats, and it bothers the fuck out of me. Now the dancing, the twerking, all that shit, that's one thing because you're gonna dance, whatever, you can't fake that. But everybody that copying the same fucking gimmick, that shit gets annoying, bro. Like I don't even really be on there too much no more because it's really the same type of fucking shit all the fucking time, even though the army TikToks are fucking hilarious, man. And you can make a lot of fucking money off of it. Yeah, you can, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is the bullshit. Like the guy mentioned that first, like you gonna fake fucking abuse when motherfuckers really getting fucking abused, and it's vice versa. The females do one too. There's a video, a female tries to scare her husband or some shit in the shower, and they pretend like he punches her in her fucking shit and stuff like that. And then just all these fucking the TikTok lawyers and the TikTok therapists and the TikTok wokish motherfuckers, man. It's utter fucking bullshit, and they just doing that shit for motherfucking likes and fucking attention, and it's fucking annoying. Like, and I'm not hating by no fucking means, but these motherfuckers ain't got no fucking talent, bro. If you got a fake fucking domestic fucking abuse to get your fucking video across, me personally, you lame as fuck. That's lame as shit to me, because your baby mama slapped shit out you. Now you got like a couple fucking thousand fucking views. So now you put out a fucking video and y'all motherfucking cool and shit, while there's somebody that's really fucking struggling in the fucking corner somewhere actually getting his ass whooped, and y'all just fucking let that shit be. And the fucking cop dude that, if you just slap the barrel to the left, then you're gonna dive just a little bit, and then you still get shot in the fucking face. You stupid motherfucker. You causing motherfuckers is probably actually trying that shit.
So
like,
I appreciate the TikToks that kind of clown that shit, where they'll like pretend to do that shit and end up in heaven. I love those. Those are funny as hell to me. But like, I guarantee you, in those situations, man, there's probably like a 1 in 1,000 case where that shit has actually worked, where it was a little bit of luck. And if that shit, let's say for a minute that shit works, that shit's real, it's just legit. You got to practice that shit like a martial art. You just can't see that shit. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, I got it. I can do that shit. Exactly. I'm fucking Baba Yaga now. I can John Wick this shit.
And that's how them motherfuckers be, bro. Like, and they feed into this shit. This shit is so fucking stupid, man. And I love it because like real MMA fighters and shit is like, you see this video, you ain't gonna do that shit. You're gonna get fucked up like that. This is how you really fucking do it. And the motherfuckers just looking stupid, and motherfuckers is following it. And I guess the moral of the fucking story is, for all my TikTokers out there who watch TikTok and stuff like that, man, don't believe in most of that shit, man. Most of that shit is a bunch of bullshit that they just doing to motherfucking get views. Like the guy I've already mentioned, and I'm not gonna mention his ass no more. He did that shit. I already knew what the fuck it was when it was fucking going on. And the guy with the fucking the self-defense. That's just funny, stupid, man. It's stupid as fuck, man. But
I hate them fucking couple pranks, man. Like you were talking about, like the domestic shit. Like don't fucking play like that. And then I hate the ones where it's like clearly, like you'll see some shit. Like I saw one today, matter of fact, where the wife was supposed to be asleep, and he tied a whole bunch of helium balloons to her hair, and she wakes up and like all the shit standing up.
Yeah.
You mean tell me she ain't fucking wake up? You had to lay your dumb ass there to let him tie that shit.
Right.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
that
man.
Should be staged as fuck, man.
And then the acting be bad.
As fuck.
Like if you could act and you really doing that shit, you let everybody know you acting, I'm good with that. Yeah. But these dumbass pranks trying to get found, because like, I can do some stupid shit. Watch me prank my wife.
Yeah, because you don't in this day and age, you don't even have to have talent. I think it was Chris Brown or something like that saying, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers with gimmicks really ain't, they want hit wonders, basically. They ain't going no fucking where. Some shit like that. But that's all it is, man. These fucking gimmicks and shit to get these motherfucking likes. And it's annoying. I mean, it's annoying. I'm not hating on their success. Get it by every means. Like that one, it's this one cat that he don't say nothing, but he just makes shit so they do some dumb shit. And he shows the obvious way. He just
I follow the shit.
He's like from Africa or something.
I follow him on Instagram.
And, shit like that. Sometimes it's funny. The food shit is legit. A lot of the hacks is a bunch of bullshit.
I'm about to say 90%. Like I watch some of them hacks, man. And then sometimes they'll call it a hack. Like the hack is fucking take a fucking bit, put it in an electric screwdriver and screw the screw into the wood. That's how this shit's supposed to work. It ain't no fucking hack.
I seen another one was like, charge a laptop without plugging it into the wall. So he plugged the surge protector into the wall, plugged everything up. But the editing was trash because you clearly see that bitch was plugged back up into the motherfucking wall. Like, I mean, if that's what y'all got to do to get famous, man, just go get a goddamn job, man. Like, do something because that shit just fucking stupid.
And then the investing ones, man. Oh, you go ahead. I'm sorry, I was cutting you.
No, you go ahead. The investing ones, go ahead.
Man, they get on my fucking nerves because, like you said, like Shiba Inu. Anybody who says Shiba Inu to $1 in the near future, they'll be like Shiba Inu to $1 by the end of the year. That's highly fucking unlikely. If you just take 15 minutes and look at the math, it's just not gonna happen. Now, can you make money on Shiba Inu? You show the fuck can.
Not right now.
Actually, right now you still can too. I mean, if you know what the fuck you're doing. So you can make money, but just don't believe that, like, oh, I made $1 million on Shiba Inu yesterday. Right. Sure. Like, be careful. And they say anytime you see some shit at a price target on it, that's just to get you to look at it. Because if you got 2 million sheep, and you see somebody saying that shit going to $1, you're like, oh shit, let me see what the fuck he talking about. Because that means I might be fucking a millionaire real soon. No,
that shit don't be the case.
And now crypto makes millionaires. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, half that shit, man, that they be talking about on there.
But yeah, so all in all, moral of the story, and that's why I say TikTok is bullshit. Don't believe in it. I mean, it's there for entertainment, and for the TikTokers that's doing the same shit that everybody else is doing, do something different.
Yeah,
show me something new.
Well, once something different comes up,
it's gonna keep happening.
It's gonna happen. I mean, because like I remember when TikTok first started and like the pandemic and shit, and people were like doing, I think it was called the Don't Rush Challenge, where like they'd be like in like a robe and shit, and then they cut the screen and they'd be dressed up. I thought that shit was cool.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
But then when you see the 800th of them, like, fuck.
Now when they start doing the different countries and stuff like that, and they show up in their shit, that shit was cool.
Anytime I see somebody say, y'all been asking me to do this, I'm finally gonna do it. Who the fuck has been really asking you to do this? Ain't nobody asking you to do a motherfucking thing.
And it's crazy, man. That shit's like, it's bullshit. It's there strictly for entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Some of that shit is legit. Some of it isn't. And, just don't take that shit for face value. That's all I got.
Let us know what you guys think. If you got a TikTok, Casey will follow you on his TikTok.
Hey, at melanin_lion, baby. What's up?
Let us know what y'all think. So, all right, man. How's your cigar treating you?
Pretty good. The pepper taste is gone. I don't know if that's because my tin cup is gone too. But, what the fuck ever. But it smoked really good. These Black Star, these War Witches, man. I like these. They're not on the
Placencia.
Placencia level, but they're good. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to smoke the next one because the way I'm feeling right now, I picked the right one for this one. So
yeah, they're good cigars. Definitely good cigars.
Yeah, real good cigars. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Black Star. If Fowl Language can't be on the fucking Zoom on Sunday, sorry, but shout out to y'all.
Definitely.
Hey, you, man, how about yours, bro? How's yours working out for you?
Mine's going pretty good. The cigars got good flavor, but I cracked the shoulder in the beginning and I'm spitting out tobacco leaves and shit like that. But it's still a good cigar. It's a little beat up, a little worse for wear, but it's okay. I'll smoke another one. So definitely like it. I don't think I've had one from them before. Maybe I've had one more, but it's pretty good. So I would recommend it. And I'd maybe try a different cut next time, but otherwise, not too bad. The Balvenie, I've done 2 out of the 3. I'm probably gonna finish the third one before I go in the house. It's pretty good. It's a little milder on the Scotch side than I'm used to, but it's a nice little sipping Scotch. So definitely take this one and try some of the other ones too. They're pretty good. So I'm impressed. I'm gonna try this 17-year-old double wood when we're done. But the rum was sweet. The other one, I think it's 12-year double wood. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good too. So good pick. Shout out to my daycare folks for getting it for me. Glad for that.
Sounds good to have good people around.
Yeah, definitely. So good cigar, good Scotch, good time. So all right, everybody. it's been another one in the books. Thanks for hanging out with us again. One thing I mentioned is it has been a year. We've been doing this bad boy for a year. So first week of December, the first episode came out, and we going strong, man. Having fun. Shout out to you, KC, man. It's been a good time.
Hey, shout out to you, man. You put this motherfucker together, bro.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to everybody who wants to be on, everybody who's gonna be on in the future. Good times, man. Looking forward to seeing what happens.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Another good episode. Like you said, it's been a year. We still at this Fowl Language. I don't see Fowl Language going nowhere. Shout out to all our subscribers, especially whoever was the very first subscriber. You probably still with us.
It's probably
appreciate it.
Just saying.
Or me.
Yeah, one of us.
Either way.
We still here.
Yeah, we still here, man. We still kicking it, man. And hey, you might hear some Fowl Language, man.
Got that right. Thanks, everybody. Like I always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we out.
Yeah.
Perfect.